we're leaving Havasu towards California.
I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV, yeah.
Going across the London Bridge one last time. That's where we ate last night. Since we're going to be sort of off-grid for the next couple of days, we've decided to come to Walmart to get some much-needed supplies. Good-looking rig, huh? Now, onto the Mojave Desert we go. In this first part, somewhat kind of retracing our steps from yesterday, at least until the California border. Like a pro. We're approaching the California state line.
Welcome to California.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay, I have a quick quiz for all of you longtime viewers. Do you know what comes right after the California state line? I'll give you a hint. It is not a welcome center. If you guessed Department of Agriculture Inspection Station, you guessed correctly.
Hi, how are you? Hey, Arizona?
Yeah, have a good day. Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, that was a lot easier this time. I think my screw-up last year was I said I was coming from Florida. That's when they decided to inspect me and take my lemons that time. Arizona seems to be a much more safer bet, so take notes. Who would imagine, right? California being the only state I'd visited in our country, in the whole union, that actually has a proper checkpoint where you have to stop and explain yourself. Most other states have a welcome center, which, to be honest, does feel a lot more welcoming, but I digress. Okay, let's make a detour here, because I don't know if I told you, but today the idea is to take a segment of old Route 66 here in California. We've been on other remaining segments of the Mother Road in Arizona, in New Mexico, but never in California. Uh-oh, it looks like this segment of old Route 66 is closed. We must continue on I-40 for a little longer. By the way, isn't this like the most amazing desert landscape? Riding my RV. Riding my RV. Riding my RV.
So much empty land. For miles and miles and miles.
Riding in my RV. Pretty surreal to be out here in the middle of the Mojave Desert and still see snow-capped mountains in the distance. I think our exit is coming up into Baker Road, which eventually intersects with Route 66. Riding my RV. It is truly surreal, these vistas of the Mojave Desert. Here we are, the
Mother Road. Then you encounter weird things like this. Let's stop here by Royce, in the ghost town of Amboy, California, our first Route 66 roadside attraction of the day.
Here we are, Royce Motel, another abandoned roadside attraction here in Route 66. And it looks like they left it just as it was the last time it was open. There's an old piano. The old reception desk.
Sometimes it is a little hard to see with the glare.
It is kind of creepy, isn't it? The old rotary phone. See what this is. Dry lab.
I guess they are trying to make it like an art installation of some kind, perhaps.
This would have been one of the rooms. Well, the bathroom was not very clean.
Here's another one of these rooms or cottages.
Okay.
Let's see one more. It looks like perhaps they are trying to maintain them, but it also looks like people have been using the facilities perhaps, so I don't know.
Side of the road here. That was a Royce Motel Cafe and gas station. The gas station actually works, but it is a $5 a gallon, so we don't really need to put gas yet. So we're gonna skip it for now. Let's see what this here.
What do you think? A piece of folk art here in the middle of the desert, perhaps?
These people just leave some junk here, like whatever they decide. I have no idea what this is. One of those quirky things you only see on Route 66. Another piece of desert art. This sphere here made out of... I wonder what those are.
Salad bowls, maybe. Let's just go all around it.
Interesting. Let's continue. driving to the west.
Driving to the west, into the sunset, driving to the west. Driving to the west, into the sunset, driving to the west. Driving to the west, into the sunset, driving to the west. Driving to the west, into the sunset, driving to the west. Driving to the west.
While we're here, let's check out the Amboy crater here to the left, which is an extinct cinder cone volcano. I wanted to fly as close to it as possible, on top of it preferably, but it is too windy. Check out that lava field though. Pretty insane, huh? Let's continue.
Apparently those foundations, that's all that remains of the town of Bagdad. Although there is another Baghdad where they have the cafe, which that's where we're going next. Let's continue here on the Mother Road, Route 66.
Uh-oh, this is no good. My tire pressure monitor is beeping, so let's stop right here, real quick.
Oh well, we're losing air quickly here on one of our rear tires.
It looks like I'm losing air through the valve stem, which is not something I can repair myself. By the way, these tire changing ramps are like the greatest invention. Oh well, I'll put the spare on and look for a tire shop, which could be a problem being in the middle of nowhere as we are. Only one person passed us during the time it took me to change the tire. Very nice gentleman with a truck camper who slowed down long enough to offer help. The closest tire shop seems to be 50 miles away in Newberry Springs. But I don't know, something tells me we're gonna have to go all the way to Barstow.
Well, we got a flat tire on the Mother Road, Route 66. Nearest tire shop is about 50 minutes away. So it's lunch, so we're probably gonna do both.
Yeah, I wanted to stop at this roadside diner called Bagdad Cafe, made famous by a German movie of the same name, and it is in Newberry Springs, so we might be able to kill two birds with one stone and get our tire fixed and our bellies filled. Now the question is, are we going to be able to pull that off? Here, by the nearly abandoned town of Ludlow, we're gonna jump on I-40 once again. Here we are, Newberry Springs, and according to Google, Nash's tire shop is supposedly right through here. I don't know, it doesn't feel right. And who knows, I might even get a brand new flat tire on these bad roads, and then I'm really gonna be in trouble. Let's check out that Bagdad Cafe.
Your destination is on the right.
Okay, let's see what's up with this place. doesn't look too appealing.
Well, here on the side of Route 66, we have the Bagdad Cafe.
Doesn't seem very busy. Okay, maybe some other time.
Okay, Baghdad Cafe here. I'm sure the Buffalo Burger is outstanding, but I don't know. There was no one there really, and I don't know. I didn't get a good vibe. Let's just put it that way. So we're gonna go somewhere else, and I still need to get that tire fixed, plugged, and then we'll try to make it to Calico Ghost Town. We'll see.
Yeah, at this point in the day, I still have this overly optimistic hope we might be able to see Calico Ghost Town, which is near Barstow, as the sun gets relentlessly lower on the horizon. Finding a tire shop here in Barstow willing to help us has been kind of a challenge. These guys claim to be too busy and sent us to this other place, which coincidentally also claimed they were swamped with work. Well, third time turns out to be the charm. These guys here, very, very helpful. But this time, it is obviously too late to go to the Calico Ghost Town, so to the Walmart Supercenter we go. What a day, huh? Well, tomorrow will be another day.
Calico Ghost Town was a bust because things happen on the road, but I think today we're gonna stay at this RV park called Walmart. We have some neighbors here. It's a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. And they have this lot here as well. So I don't know. Maybe we should have gone there, but I think that's reserved for like semi trucks. So, anyways, we're gonna make some dinner and work. Good night. Good morning from Camp Walmart.
Well, the moon is starting to shrink again, and it is such a beautiful morning. Anyways, it is time to continue. Even though it doesn't open until 9 a.m., we're still gonna pass by the Calico Ghost Town since we couldn't visit it yesterday, and then we'll continue. Since technically they're not open yet, there's still no one here to charge for admission, so we're just gonna sneak in for a few minutes.
Well, there you go, no drone zone.
Well, here we are, the Calico Ghost Town. Even though we may be technically trespassing, we're not really doing any harm. I'm just going to take a few pictures and continue on our merry way. We'll be back some other time, maybe in the summer when I return to California. From here at this early morning hour, it just feels like your regular fun, tourist-trappy Old West town, perhaps similar to Goldfield or Tombstone, which means it is probably a lot of fun when it is open.
It's really a ghost town today because there's no one here. Right.
Well, yeah, let's go before we run into trouble. And we are switching gears here. We are heading south. Pretty interesting dry lake here as we are approaching Lucerne Valley, which is where we're going to have breakfast.
Here at the 247 Cafe.
Well, let's check it out.
247.
It is one of these places with license plates from all over the country. I'm having the breakfast sandwich and Ailey is having a breakfast bowl. Simple, tasty, and filling.
That was pretty good. Now we continue towards Joshua Tree.
Wait a minute. Did I say Joshua Tree? Spoiler alert! Well, even if I didn't spoil it, you would have figured it out once you saw all these trees, right? The White Dome is called the Integratron, and they do tours and sonic healing sessions, but it is by reservation only.
Interesting.
Well, I'm not gonna tease it no more. On the next video, we are visiting Joshua Tree National Park during the government shutdown of January 2019. So, stay tuned for that one.